Good start. Yes, everybody, hope you're doing fantastically well. It is Connor. We're back here with your Saturday watch along. What's going on in your world? Welcome, one, welcome all. We're back here. Leeds United are playing Oxford at Elland Road. I'm expecting fireworks. I'm expecting a big win for Leeds United, to be honest with you. And I'm here to share all of my thoughts with you guys in the comment section below. Really excited to have you along for this one. Listen, we have got a new camera and I've spoken to you guys about this 100 million times, but just keep an eye on it. Sometimes it is a little bit fractious. So we do have two cameras set up. So listen, we will be sort of deviating between them if we do have a little bit of problems. What's going on? Anyway, everybody, listen, we've got all of your Christmas bits, your Christmas bundles. If you want on one Leeds, as I say, we're limited on sauces and bits left for the Christmas period, but make sure you're checking on out there. There's still a fair few bits left for Christmas and stuff. Your Tanaka, your One Leeds bits, get on over there. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me in my Instagram DMs, Facebook and Twitter where you get them. Link is always in the description below. Myself and Back for do a little bit of a collaboration. Shout out to all you guys as well who are in the building. For this one, what's going on? We're going to get into also, we're going to get into your pre-match bits, your data bits, and all this sort of stuff. I'm trying to build the pre-match bits as well, everybody, because I know you guys do enjoy them. So shout out to all of you guys. We're going to get into the lineups as well. Farker out, says Chris. I know he's a regular on this. Guy is pathetic. Cheers, Connor. Love the content. Says the Grundinator. Hi, mate. Hurry up, Connor. Joe's been live ages. Yeah, mate. We don't compete, mate. I have my audience. Joe has his. We just look. We go whenever we go. It's not a competition thing. Dazza says, hi, Connor. What do you think to the lineup? Greg's in the building. Hey, Greg. Would like to see the French CDM get minutes. I don't know how to spell his name. There's no Gabe's in the building. If we reach $200 in the super chats and Aaronson scores, rumors that Connor will sing Katy Perry's Firework live for you all. Gabe, why Firework? Is there a reason behind that? Am I just missing it? Is it maybe a time of year where fireworks are going about? But if we got $200, in super chats, yes, I probably won. I would sing Firework or anything the audience desired. But listen, I will get onto your super chats as well, everybody. I always say this beforehand, before I get into the analysis and bits like that. Sometimes I miss them. So I just want to say thank you all for all of your super chats, which will come in presumably throughout. Yeah, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Really, really helps. You see a few. Okay, that makes sense. There you go. That makes a lot more sense. Well, there you go. I will sing Firework by Katy Perry. There we go. Thanks, Gabe. Okay, everyone, let's get through the lineup, shall we? So, some interesting selection here when it comes to the manager. Okay, let's get into it. I know a lot of you guys are annoyed. Listen, everybody, we have a Patreon group as well, of which you can get involved in if you, a WhatsApp group, I should say, on the Patreon group. If you want to get involved in that, we have a WhatsApp group that is currently popping off. Let's put it that way. And yeah, listen, it's popping off, and I don't think many of them are that happy at the lineups, etc. But you can get involved in that, everyone, by becoming a patron. We've got bonus bits coming up there and all that sort of good stuff. So Byram at left back, Rodon, Ampadu at the back. Okay. So before we get on to the rest of the lineup, I want to get on to, is it 4-1? Is this the Villa score? My God. Yeah, I want to get on to the lineup to start off with. So I know it's quite controversial, and Byram's fine on the left. I don't mind that, to be honest. I have to say, what we now have to guard against, the shield of Struijk, right? The shield of Struijk. That's what we have to do, right? This is my community, the shield of Struijk. Because what's going to happen now is there is going to be a notion, right? That if Ampadu, because Ampadu's back in now, and if Ampadu's back at centre-back, if Leeds win this game, if we win this convincingly, and Ampadu maybe puts 3 or 4 good passes together and 3 or 4 good tackles, suddenly it will be Ampadu is back and sell Struijk. I know it's coming. It happened last year. Struik's not good enough. I don't know why he's never been a fan favourite, but look, let's be transparent. He just hasn't been. I love Ethan. Ethan's definitely my favourite player, because you kind of have to say that on here, because if you don't say he's one of your favourite players, you have a agenda and a narrative, even though I'm a 31-year-old male who, has a girlfriend and a family and friends, and doesn't just sit in my bedroom. I do a lot of the time, to be fair. This isn't my bedroom, but sit in my bedroom just data analysing absolutely everything. Look, we all have lives outside of Leeds United, don't we? We don't have agendas and narratives against our own players. We just think some are good, some aren't so good. Some should be selected, some shouldn't be selected. Some should be up for constructive criticism, some shouldn't be up for constructive criticism. But the whole point of this is I think Ampadu right now is going to fill in. I don't think it's a wise move. I don't like Daniel Farke peddling him back out at centre-back when you have James DeBayo on the bench, who I don't care if he's a kid. Oxford, I think they've got 2 points on the road all season, and I know what you guys are going to be screaming, Connor, this means they're going to beat us. Look, I don't think they will beat us. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we've got too much quality out there. But I just think with James DeBayo, you've got a ready-made centre-back on the bench who Farke has said in pre-season, look, he's going to play this season, he's going to feature this season. He hasn't so far. And I just don't understand why you wouldn't put him in for this game. A little bit of experience, Oxford at home, a championship game. Look, I can hear some of you screaming in the comment section. It's experience, it's Ampadu. I understand that. But I just don't like peddling this centre-back option of Ampadu out because I don't want it to ever become a thing where it's now, Ampadu or Struijk for a centre-back option because there's one winner there and it's Pascal Struijk, your actual centre-back. And I don't want this to start becoming a conversation and maybe a selection conversation for the manager. I think you put DeBayo in there, you keep Ampadu on the bench. Ampadu comes back to full fitness, of which he's played, 20 minutes max so far. He comes back into full fitness and then you start playing him in central midfield. I just despise the fact that he's now centre-back again and you've got a centre-back on the bench. There's been rumours around Leeds going in for another centre-back across the January window, which we're going to get into on the channel. But yeah, I'd much rather put DeBayo at centre-back. I think he'll be able to deal with it. Looks like a good player in pre-season, very good with the ball at his feet. For me, I'd have put him in for this one. But I understand it's a risk. But look, I think the risk is worth the reward. James, first donation. Thank you so much, mate. Score first and we smash them today. I agree with you, James, 100%. Joe Keen's in the building. How you, Connor? It should be a straightforward win today and no excuses. I agree with you, bud. I agree with you. Daniel says, wow, you look great for 31. Always thought you were 25. Everyone... Say Daniel's now the best guy in the chat, best name in the chat, best looking guy in the chat. What a man. Down Under Service Crew says the shield of Struijk and the sword of Nonto. Let's really make a statement today. Must not sell any of our starting 11. Yeah, so let's get into it. Derek's in the building saying, hi from Dublin, Merry Christmas. Shout out to you too, Derek. Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy. So let's get into the remainder of the lineup, shall we? So yeah, so that's my first gripe with it, really. And I'm not just doing it for gripe's sake. I'm not just doing it to get the manager, as some maybe think. Look, there is no. I don't have an agenda against Daniel Farke. I like Daniel Farke. It's fine. But yeah, look, I think we know he's risk averse. I just think for this one, there'd have been a higher reward for putting DeBayo in. What if DeBayo came in and had a really, really good game? What if that was the other side of the coin? He came in, had a really good game, looked very decent, and you looked at him and thought, wow, that's a really good centre-back option there. If Verber's out, which Verber is continuously out and is probably going to get sold in January. But if he's out, and then you've got Struijk potentially out, which per season he's out for 10, 12 games, isn't he? Look, by average. But, I just think DeBayo, what if he's a decent player and you think, oh, bloody hell, what a nice little addition that is to the side. Tanaka Rothwell, absolutely fine with. Dan James has been probably Leeds' best player this past month. Manos Solomon, I think, deserves his start. I think he's been excellent. And yes, look, it's okay. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We don't need to get into the debate. I've said pretty much every single time that at home against lesser opposition, I think Piroe and I think Aaronson will feed off that quite nicely. I think away from home, if he starts with these two against Stoke, then there's more of a problem. But against Oxford at home, the attributes they both have, look, I think should be food and drink for them. And if at least one of them doesn't get on the score sheet today, I think, look, come on, guys, it's Oxford at home. They've got 2 points on the road all season. Yeah. I think it's a big opportunity now for at least Aaronson to get on the score sheet, and of course Piroe. But let's see him being involved in the game a little bit more. Okay, key players for Leeds United in this one for me it is Brendan Aaronson. I think Brendan for this one in particular, I think it's a big game. I think it's a big game for him because you've naturally got people. I don't know, maybe maybe a little bit worried about his selection in this one and you know, why he's been selected at this moment in time, because we all kind of say on the channel as well, you won Leeds, as I've always said it as well, it's based on a meritocracy football, and when you're not really in the game, which I don't think Aaronson has, I've seen a lot on him. I've seen a lot of his off the ball work, and it's quite hypocritical, because maybe a lot of you guys would say, well, Connor, that's all you peddle on about Mateo Joseph. You know, it's always Connor off the ball, because Piroe's the one who puts the ball in the back of the net. But I just think with Joseph, just as an example, I think we've seen him hit the heights a little bit in pre-season. I think he just needs I think he needs 1 or 2 goals, and we'll start seeing it all. And then you've got a more complete, well-rounded striker than Joseph. With Brendan Aaronson, the reason I keep getting told he should be in the starting 11 is because of his off-the-ball work. Now, for me, for Leeds United, there's got to be more than that. There's got to be more than that. And we've gone over this 1,000,001 times. But there's got to be more than off-the-ball work and being in the half space. I'm sure Nonso, I'm sure Solomon, I'm sure Ramazani would be in the half space. And they're more dynamic and they're more agile on that turn as well, and probably more efficient. So, yeah, I think there's other attributes in that central attacking midfield role, which I want, as opposed to just hard work and endeavour and a press. For me, anyway, it seems like there's a lot more with Aaronson off the ball conversation than on the ball conversation. And this is a club where they've had on the ball players in that number 10 role, like Jorginho Rutter and Pablo Hernandez. I'm happy to forsake the off the ball stuff by a percentage to get an increase in the on-the-ball stuff. 100%. Obviously, and centre forward, as we've just mentioned, Piroe, Darlow, Schmidt, Struijk, Chambers. It's good to see Struijk on the bench as well, by the way. Gilavoggi, Ramazani, Nonso, Joseph, Bamford. It's a strong bench again. As you guys know, always I would go with Ramazani in this one. For Aaronson, I'd put Nonso in the 10 or Solomon in the 10, and I would have gone Joseph up front, but I am not the manager, which is fine. What are you guys saying in the comment section? Grundinator in the building. Hey, mate. How can Farke start BA, British Airways, ahead of Nonso and Largy? I think what it is, Grundinator, is I think a lot of it is what we've just mentioned, bud. I think it's the fact that he just really likes his off-the-ball work. But the funny thing is, he's very different to what Cantwell was in a sense, and Stiepermann played in the 10 as well for periods for Farke's Norwich. We're just a very different setup to them. We're just a hugely different setup to them. You know, Buendia, who actually played a lot of the time wide right, was making 2.4 tackles per game, guys. That doesn't sound a lot, but the top tackler in the division right now in the Championship is at 2.9 tackles per game. 2.4 tackles per game puts Emi Buendia in the current tackles per game setup in this division at 6th. He was the highest tackler per game in the Norwich squad. And this was an attacking midfielder / right winger. He was also able to transition those right wing attributes into central attacking midfield. He could have played along that 3 and behind the striker easily. And he'll have filled in there when, you know, the likes of Cantwell was out and Stiepermann and you know, Onel Hernandez, 100%. But alongside that, going forward, he was a machine, assists and goals and stuff. And then you've got Pukki, whose off the ball work was unbelievable, but his finishing was top quality as well. So we're a very different setup, in my opinion. We're a massively different setup. Are we better across the board than that Norwich team? I don't know. I don't know. You know, when you look at their setup, they didn't have massive names, but like, you know, your Ben Godfrey, your Aarons, your Lewis, do you know, your midfield of Tribal, Teti, Vrancic, Stiepermann, Buendia, Pukki, Hernandez. It was Cantwell. It was such a good sort of 12. I'd say maybe Leeds probably had more in the 15, 16 in terms of depth, but they had a very good team. Very, very good team. So, you know, is there a point in really comparing us to them? I don't know. Blaze Ray says, if you don't let Aaronson, then his work rate. If you don't let Aaronson in for his work rate, there's no point in talking about Joseph playing, because that's all that he brings. Yeah, you know, I disagree with that anyway, mate. You know that I disagree with that. I think there's a weird notion around. I mean, this is the talking point as well. It's a weird thing with I've never seen this with the fan base where they're really, really willing to. I'm not gonna say throw under the bus, because that sounds really brutal, but I don't think I've seen a lot of maybe young players treated with the disregard that Joseph has been. And it sounds like I'm peddling the drum here, but Blaze, you asked the question, mate. or you said made a statement there. I'm really surprised by how sort of a big portion of the fan base. Like, there was a guy who was mentioning it on my comments the other day, and he was just like, "He's shit, get rid of him." And I'm like, really, really? Like, we're all complaining about a number 10. All of us not having a number 10 in there, and Aaronson being, and this is taking your comment out of context here, Blaze, by the way. Shout out to you, man, because you remember as well. But yeah, I think we're all shouting for a number 10 who would supply a number 9 in so many ways. We saw last season Rutter, who got 16 assists with Piroe, and Piroe's game was all like quite similar to what it is now. We're kind of seeing, and this is without disrespect, really, but I kind of would like to see a consistent pairing of Joseph with a proper number 10, because his off the ball movement's really good. I think we've not seen enough of Joseph right now to make our judgment. I think we've seen enough of Aaronson right now to make a judgment, and that's why I kind of pedal on that a little bit. I don't think we've seen enough of Joseph, and I think, in the last couple of games when he's played, as much as people will say, well, he's not scored, but without him disrupting Edmondson for that first goal, Edmondson doesn't need to get a touch on it. The goalkeeper doesn't need to save it, Dieng, and it doesn't ricochet to Nonto. In the last game, if he's not stretching Watmore and running across the front post, Leeds don't get an equaliser. Just think about that, guys. Leeds lose the game 1-0. But I just see so much of Joseph shite. He's not good enough. And I just think for a lot of people who are peddling for a number 10, if we were to go out and get a number 10, or Farke was to consistently put someone in the number 10 who had better number 10 attributes and was maybe a technician in that area, would you see greater production from Mateo Joseph? Probably. When you've got Nonto out there, who's wide right, which is probably his weakest position in that front four for me. I think he could play on the left a lot better, which we saw in pre-season a little bit. We could play in that central space, I think, a lot better as well. If you're getting him involved in the game a lot more, he's created the 4th most big chances in the division. He's got the most assists for us. Do you know what I mean? He stands on 5 assists with Brendan Aaronson at 1. I just think you'd probably get a more profitable Joseph. You know what I mean? And at 19 years of age, I just find it crazy. I've never seen it before. I've never seen maybe like a large portion of the fan base. And maybe it's because the fan base are like pro Farke, so it's pro Farke decisions. Whatever Farke says, we stand by Farke, and whoever is that sort of question mark, which Joseph is right now, no chance. Not Farke's picking Piroe. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's that, and obviously the fact that Piroe's got more goals at this moment in time. My only point with this consistently is I'd just like to see him get a continuous rap sheet of games. That's it. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Keep it in your comments in the section below, everybody. We've got a few bits to go. Stephen says, nothing, Connor. Weeds are going to lose today. How many do you think you'll sign in January? Up the Blades. I think we'll win today, mate. But how many do I think we'll get in January? I think we'll get 1. Peter says, Joseph is not quite there. 10 might be the reason. Connor, Joseph could do the loan move so we can bring in a goal scorer. Win-win for everyone. I think, look, if I think the interesting one with the, what time we're on, by the way, we've got the data to get through, and we will do. But with Joseph, it's going to be fascinating to see how it develops, really, because, there is still rumours about us apparently asking the question about Evan Ferguson. I saw that the other day from decent sources. John Percy's mentioned that apparently we're looking at Alma Bamadeli as well at Forest, the centre-back, which is great. I mentioned him years ago on the show. So, look, will Leeds go out and get another forward? That will complicate matters, but I'd more just be looking at getting rid of Bamford. Maybe. Smash a like, boys. Make sure you do so. Shout out to you, Rolling Wolf. Michael says, Piroe and Joseph would benefit greatly from a creative 10. And I don't think we can make the decision who's a better 9 until a true 10 comes in. I think that's not a bad shout, mate. Okay, let's get into the big chances missed then. Okay, Leeds have missed 35 to Oxford's 24. The team rating so far this season as well. Oxford have not won in 5, getting a draw there. 2 points on the road this season as well. Leeds with a mixed bag, and obviously the only non-greens on that rap sheet, as I keep saying, is the away form. Leeds 1 point in 6 away from home. Goals conceded per match. Leeds conceding 0.7, which is obviously greatly improved as well, or like heightened, I should say, by our away form. You got home, we've been pretty impenetrable, to be honest. Oxford conceding a hell of a lot. Goals per match, Leeds at a 1.8. Oxford at a 1.1. Expected goals as well. Leeds United this season are top of the charts when it comes to expected goals at nearly 40, and Oxford just shy of 20. So yeah, everybody, these are the key stats really going forward when it comes to us, and yeah, I want to get your score predictions in the comment section below. Any of your general questions as well. You know, sometimes with the watch along, I want us to get the general things in. I've just seen someone ask me about Usyk and Fury. I hope, mate, Usyk absolutely slaps him across the ring. I can't stand Fury. I can't stand him. Honestly, I'm not a fan of him whatsoever. That's not, well, actually, I was going to say it probably is. I don't like how I think some people see like Fury as like this. Oh, he's a, you know, I just think he's a bit of a liar. Like, he's always been a liar for me. I like my boxing. I like my UFC. And look, I think he's come up against someone who's better than him. He's a better technician. He's a better boxer than him. And I love the fact eventually in his career at 36, 37, he's getting bopped across the ring. He's going to get bopped across the ring tonight as well, which is going to be nice to see. Usyk's way quicker than him. He's 4 stone lighter. And I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I don't like how Fury carries himself. I didn't like how he spoke to Usyk the other day, to be honest. I just think it's rude. I think it's a bit classless. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that, mate. That's my opinion on that. Lee Fitness in the building. Yes, Con, I hope you're well. All good, Lee. All good, Lee. Are you splitting the G today? Surprised Ampadu started and didn't think he was ready for a full 90 yet. 3-2-0, Lee. Shout out to you, Lee. How you doing, mate? I hope you're all good. Yeah, so, yeah, all good. Not splitting the G today, mate. Not splitting the G today. Mate, honestly, like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but Christmas has come, man. Christmas has come. Is anybody drinking too? I think, Connor, it's like, are you drinking too much, mate? I need to have an intervention with myself. It's like, you know, my dad was about yesterday and he was like, oh, do you want a few? And then my brother's like, oh, let's have a few drinks tonight. And then my mum's like, can't. And then I went at the lads before, met up with a lot of them I've not seen in a while. A lot of big Leeds fans there as well. Meeting my mate tomorrow. I've just got to say no. Get me on the Guinness Zeros. But they're too sweet, guys. I love the Guinness Zeros. But they're just a bit sweet after 1 or 2. They're a bit sweet. Now, I haven't got a problem, or maybe I have. But no, I'm joking. Listen, I'm just, I get into the Christmas spirit. Do you know what I mean? I think we all do. Brandon's in the building. Shout out to you, Brandon. See you every week, mate. Merry Christmas, Brandon. No Ramazani. Again, how is Solomon getting in front? He's a lone player. I get it. But he's good. But Farkin didn't say lone players will be second choice plus Rammer is. Yeah, Brandon, I'll be honest. I think there's something to Solomon being Farker's signing. I think there's something to that. But what I will say, Brandon, mate, is we can't backtrack on this, buddy. What did we say? What did we say, my man? This guy has been really good. He's been really, really good. It has to be said. I think he has been anyway. I think when he's been coming on, he's been impactful. And if football is a meritocracy, he should be playing. He should be playing right now. But at the same time, we kind of spoke about this at the start of the season. Like, would he have started Tanaka? Would he have started Rothwell? Would he have started Ramazani? You know, there's what ifs across the squad, really. Would he have started certain personnel if certain personnel would have been out? I don't know. But yeah, man, it's a definite interesting conversation. Shout out to you, though, bud. Blaze says, as long as it doesn't go into the new year and onwards, you'll be all right, lad. Yeah, man, it should nothing like that, by the way. It was more of like a funny thing. But yeah, I just think sometimes it's you just get into the Christmas spirit, don't you? There is some good 0-0 out there now. Yeah, there is, man. There is. Gail says she doesn't like boxing. Shout out to you, Gail. I see you in here all the time. Leslie says, Joseph has been treated harshly by both DF and the fan base. Under another manager, we will see how this kid is DF and his favourites. Let's don't hope it doesn't hinder us. Yeah. Do you know what the thing is, Leslie? I think when I try to give my justification on it, people are just, I think a lot of it is just, they see the goals and they just think to themselves, personally anyway, I think they just see the goals and they think, nah, not good enough. And I get that's all about striker, but we had a certain striker on the channel in Brownie not long ago, former striker. And, you know, we talk a lot of times about how football's changed now and how it's such a system-based game. Yeah, you need goals, of course you do. But you also need to involve other players. And Aaronson does that to a certain extent. I think Aaronson is just pretty unlucky because we have more technicians who I think would fit in that number 10. But Joseph is battling against Piroe, and Joseph's a better striker than Piroe. He is. He's just a better striker. He's sharper, he's quicker, he's more athletic, he's hungrier. I think his movement across the front four is miles better. And yeah, look, I think Leeds look better, and I don't think Piroe's record at the minute is that great. Is it? Is it that great? I don't think it is. Let's have a quick look. It could be. Let's have a quick look. Joel Piroe, but yeah, I don't think it's amazing at the minute. Let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his last 10, he scored 3 goals. Does that extend? 11, 12. In his last 12 games, he scored 3 goals. You know what I mean? So, yeah, indeed. The lad Connor is back once again. Grundonator says, Connor, my wife loves you. I haven't seen you, never will in a month of Sundays. Be saying it everywhere we go in Niagara, Canada. Shout out to you, buddy. Ben says, I completely agree with everything you say, Connor, especially with Joseph. He needs to be starting. Yeah, man. Look, if you disagree with us, Blaze has disagreed with me. Yeah, you can disagree with me on the channel, man. Absolutely fine. No problem with that. In fact, I'll always flag it up. I'll always flag it up, man. But yeah, he just needs a goal, doesn't he? I feel he just needs a goal. You know, Leeds coming out now. Everyone, by the way, what are you drinking? What's going on? Lorcan's in the building. Hey, Lorcan. Hopefully, it won't apply to us. What's your thoughts on VAR in EFL next season potentially? I think it's a good thing. To be honest, I think everything averages out anyway. Like I think it swings in roundabouts, and some of my Premier League mates have said that as well. You know, like they've always said that it swings in roundabouts, the decisions you get and the decisions you don't get. I don't mind VAR, to be honest. It's more the people administering it, but I just think personally, I think the referees at Championship level are absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So yeah, mate, I'm all for it. Simon says the AO t-shirt is on, Connor. Let's go, Simon. Yes, mate. Guys, Christmas edition. Simon, let them know how good the AO merch is, mate. My favorite is the Tanaka one. The problem is I've worn it so much. My girlfriend has said, look, it needs to go in the wash, mate. Get it in the wash. Yeah, guys, make sure Wainwright's on the ready. Shout out to you, Woody. Lee says, Joseph, best round striker, best finisher is Pro. Wouldn't disagree with that, man. Brandis is 2-0 Leeds. Yeah, and guys, we're about to get going. We are about to get going. If you're not familiar with the One Leeds Watch Along, everybody, what we do is we have a nice little timer here, and I just keep it going until I'm just going to refresh it in a second when we kick off, because that's how we administer things right now. And what I will say is I have a yerba mate. Okay, Leeds lineup. Should we go through it one more time? Let's go through it one more time. Melee Bogle, Byram, Rodon, Ampadu, Tanaka, Rothwell, James, Solomon, Brendan Aaronson, and Joel Piroe. That's what's being thrown up on screen right now. I'm going to go with a 4-0 Leeds win. 4-0 Leeds win for me. I think Leeds will do this. Let's have a look. Oxford have got Cumming, Brown, Volks, Will Volks, Moore, Plaqueta, ex-Norwich, Brannigan, who I think is their best player, Harris, Dale, Goodrum, Key, Kioso. Guys, look, El Mazzuni, I think is probably one of their best players. Is that Josh McEachran on the bench as well? Dane Scarlett, testing my football knowledge there. Do you know what I want to do, everyone? I want a football quiz. That's what I want. I want a football quiz. All I do with my mates is quizzes. And a little bit of nostalgia Leeds United quiz. Do you know what I mean? I think that'd be quite nice. I'd like to get involved in that. But yeah, big win expected, I think, for Leeds United in this one. Should be a big one. Christmas period. Always good when the footy's on. Are any of you guys heading down there? Some of you will already be down there anyway. But yeah, some of you guys do ask what I do drink. And this is yerba mate, right? So this was peddled on by Marcelo Bielsa, right? Okay. Unreal stuff, everybody. If you're looking for like a tea and coffee alternative that has so many benefits, yerba. Well worth it. Peddled by the great one. Do you know what? I need to get a yerba mate sponsorship on the channel. I think I need to get a yerba mate sponsorship. I peddle this stuff so much. I need just one of you guys get in contact. Just message a yerba mate company and say, look, Connor's about. Right, everyone. The timer is about to get refreshed. Okay, and it gets refreshed when Leeds kick off. So make sure you get your dibbers and your dobbers at the ready. Get your notes written down. And listen, we're going to be back as well with your instant match reaction, where I get into all of your thoughts, because sometimes I miss them during the old watch along. Oxford to kick off on a windy, blustery day at Elland Road. The ball is moving just when it's on the spot, which is slightly worrying. I think Borough had the wind last time. It was pretty mental. But I wonder which way the corner flag is. I think it's going towards Leeds' goal, which means we've got it in the second half, I think. So about to kick off. Come on, ref. I noticed this. I recognise this guy as well. Why can't we just... Is it Simon Ellison who we're getting? He's just class. Oh, for goodness, this wind's bad. The ball's moving off the spot already. Here we go. Here we go. We've kicked off. Up the whites. Let's get another win at Elland Road. Where are your Christmas decorations? Jim, should I get some up, mate? Should I get some up? In fact, well, I've still got a lot of content to go, mate. I've still got a lot of content to go over this period. So I might get some like little fairy lights in here. What do you reckon? Some fairy lights in here, maybe put it around the tree? That's a good idea, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I'll get some fairy lights. That sounds quite nice, doesn't it? Very wholesome. Why haven't I done that? I always think like YouTube's just separate to Christmas because I am the Grinch. Rothwell, how long is he going to be in this Leeds United side for? Joe Rodon at the back here. Weird seeing Rodon and Ampadu together at the back. There you go. So the first time Ampadu, Tanaka and Rothwell are in the starting lineup. Bogle fizzes it inside. Aaronson, good chance for Leeds. Aaronson, no. James, Tanaka. Oh, Tanaka. Leeds nearly 1-0 up inside a minute. Inside a minute. The right opportunity. Real opportunity. Will Leeds rue that? Doesn't look like it. What a start it's been there. Aaronson picks up the space really well. James plays it back and Tanaka should do better. Why do we not have midfielders ever at this club who score goals? Tanaka, it's a good opportunity there. And it's done Farker's nut in that. And already Leeds with a big chance. Already Leeds with a chance of which we should have scored. And it's a midfielder. We just buy midfielders who can't shoot. And Farker's getting annoyed already because the keeper is taking 4 hours to kick the post, to make sure his gloves are all right, and to bin it up. Terrible goal kick. And it looks like they've just knocked it on. Have they won a free kick? Tanaka wins it. No, Leeds win it back. Pressing a little bit higher, though. Oxford, as Melier clears down the pitch. And is the wind with us? No, the wind's definitely against us, I think. Rothwell. Bogle. Plays it back. Rodon. Tanaka. Ooh, nearly caught there. Nearly caught there. Come on, play on. Let's play on. Harris nearly caught him. Ampadu. Playing the ball back to Tanaka, who's nursing a foot injury. Okay. Rothwell. Lovely switch by Joe. Great switch. Right on the money to Dan James. Dan with a poor first touch, it has to be said. Just lets it bounce off his stomach. But wins it back. Dan James. And then miskicks it, Dan James. But Leeds with the throw-in. Leeds with the throw-in. Good sustained early pressure. James. Does well. James. Wide right. Bogle. Tanaka. Rodon. Rothwell. Rodon. Rothwell. Rodon. Ampadu. 3 minutes in, and I genuinely don't think Oxford have touched the ball. Tanaka. Bad touch from Bogle. Heavy. Rodon. Tanaka. Oh, man, if that had a goal, it'd have gone in. I think it'd have been the quickest goal of all time in the Championship. It'd have been about 30 seconds and we'd have scored. We can only dream, eh? Looks like it's a fast start from Leeds, though. They look on it. James running to the byline. Crosses the ball in. It's a good ball in. It's hung in the air. Solomon, can he get a touch? They win the second ball. Knock it out. Yeah, they're getting swarmed at the minute, though, Oxford, as they should be. But the wind is completely against Leeds. Byram goes in for a big tackle. Leeds on the 50-50. Ball is everywhere, but Leeds come out with it. It's really good from Leeds. This was sustaining the pressure. I just wish we'd have scored that goal. James, Bogle on the overlap, plays the ball in. Joel Piroe, terrible touch, and he's just not quick enough to get it under his spell. Tanaka wins it back. James, need a bit more life from Piroe there. It's a good ball in. Bogle, Rodon. Rodon. Piroe. It's a bad ball from Rodon. It's a really bad ball from Joe Rodon. Looks like it's fizzing out. Back to Ethan Ampadu. Yeah, Leeds are looking dangerous down the right, guys. Before you get in and proper start watching it as well, please make sure you slap a like on the video. Yeah, I agree, Gail. I was meant to be there today. It's a bit annoying, but last minute couldn't make it. Shout out to Rick who got us the ticket. Anyway, Joe Rodon plays the ball forward. It's a bit heavy, but it's held up in the wind. Dan James, awful ball in. Let's hope it's not one of those Dan James games. Come on, Dan. It's been a bit of a shaky start. It's all coming down on our right. And I'm not saying Dan's having a bad game because people get upset when I say that. It's only been 5 minutes. But sometimes it is that composure with him. You know, he's had the ball about 4 or 5 times now, and he just needs to get his foot on the ball. The ball through from Rodon was actually quite a poor ball. It was overhit, but it held up in the wind. Held up in the wind, and Dan had a lot of time, and he just spoofed it out for a corner, a goal kick. What I will say is because of the wind as well, because it is just it's a gale at Leeds United right now. No pun intended, Miss Gale Dale, but because it's whipping up, Leeds have just got to be a little bit careful with the pass selection and the crossing. Get your foot on it. Try drill it instead of loft it. Because you loft it, it's just going to go out for a goal kick. Okay, Leeds have the ball anyway. Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu. Ooh, nearly gets caught again. Bogle, for me, Bogle playing really, really well so far. Bogle probably Leeds' best player, constantly available. The most underrated player Leeds have, in my opinion. Really, really good. Tanaka. Rodon. Rothwell. Harris is pressing quite well, actually. Rothwell, lovely ball, Rothwell. James again, ball in, better ball in. Aaronson, God's sake, muddled up, trips over the ball. That's better from Dan James. Corner tactics 101. Drill the ball in when the weather is like this. That's exactly what Dan James has just done. It's on. Aaronson's got to be quicker there. He's got to interpret that in the box. It's all well and good being there, but you've got to interpret that ball coming to you. Come on, Leeds. I want a licking today. An absolute licking. Rothwell. Poor ball. Straight to the keeper. Oh, man. Melee to score with the wind. Could happen, mate. We've seen stranger things, haven't we? Anyway, good God. Oxford are terrible, man. They're absolutely terrible. Okay, Bogle. Again, you can always tell when it's windy because the pitch is just full of trash. Like, there looks like there's, like, bags on the building. They need, like bins at Elland Road, don't they? Like cans. Rothwell. Bogle. Rodon. Looking for an option. Rodon. James. Just gives the ball away. So what I mean, Dan, it's a bit of a mixed start, but he does win it back. Well, no, he doesn't. He's giving it away. And here come Oxford. The ball is going with them here. I think it's Cummins here on the ball. I think it's Cummins. 2-on-2. Gets a shot on. Good defending by Leeds. Good defending. Solomon comes away with it. He's going to get fouled here, or is he? Does well, Solomon. Piroe. Quicker, Piroe. And just kills the angle of Solomon. But Solomon's done really well. Solomon, this 4 over. It has to be. Has to be James. Yeah. Get in there. Well done, Manor Solomon. Well done, Manor Solomon. Excellent play by Solomon. Pursues it. Really good feet. Gets a little bit fortuitous with the bounce, but drills the ball in with his left foot. And Mr. In form at the minute in terms of the goals, Daniel of Jameson, simply could not miss. 1-0 Leeds inside 8 minutes. Lovely stuff, everybody. And Dan, who'd had a bit of a mixed start, always following up at the back post. And it's a tap in. He's not going to get an easier goal in his career. Brilliant from Solomon. They were caught in transition. They pushed. Listen, Oxford, it was 2-on-2. It was 2-on-2, but they'd committed a lot of players forward. Brannigan went in with the slide tackle. Solomon drifts past him. And it's 1-0 Leeds United inside 10 minutes. It should be 3, shouldn't it? Let's be honest. 1-0 Leeds. It's here for us today, people. It's here for us. We want that licking. We want that win. Look, we've got it. We've got it in the palm of our hands. I said realistic 2-0. But I've said 4-0 as well. It could Byram just absolutely hoofs the ball into the air for absolutely no reason, under no pressure. What the that's embarrassing, referee. Embarrassing. Just giving a foul for nothing. But anyway, point being, it's here for us today. There is a 3, 4, 5-0 here. This lot are terrible. Sorry, they're terrible. It's more championship gush, of which we should have too much for. Oxford on the ball anyway, on that left-hand side. Harris. Brannigan. Oxford trying to get a bit of a foot on the ball here because they've had absolutely nothing so far. Leeds just strangling them. Okay, they've got the ball here centrally. Ball played over. That's going to go out for a throw. That's what I mean. I don't. Burnley won, Watford 0. No. Oh, I had that as a difficult game. You know, I'm not saying it's over, but I had that as a difficult game for Burnley. I had a 2-0 Watford. Could still all change. But what a Burnley 1-0. God, this just ain't going to end, is it, everyone? It's not going to end. That's why that away form has to be improved on, doesn't it? Has to be improved on at some stage. It's Gary Rowett, isn't it? It's Gary Rowett in the chair. Gary Rowett is the Oxford manager, I think. God, he's been everywhere, hasn't he, Rowett? Brandon, chill out. Dan James plays the ball around the corner. Oh, unlucky. As I said, let's keep the ball on the ground as much as we can today, just because of these conditions. It's not going to favour Leeds, especially when we're playing against the wind. Tanaka, Ampadu, Rothwell, Tanaka. Who scored for him? Jaden Anthony, man. Jaden Anthony. Is that their best player, isn't he, at the minute? Tanaka. James. It's James's first touch sometimes in this wind is a bit mad. James again. Nah, bad pass, bad pass. Tanaka was on and he ignored him. And here come. It's poor pass selection that from Dan James. He's picked the hardest option. And here we go. They're in. Oxford are in. Just like that. And who is that? Is it Plaqueta? I think it should be on loan from Norwich there. He's looked a little bit lively, hasn't he? It's a poor miss. It's a really poor miss. I mean, it's a shocking effort at goal, but Leeds exposed really quickly then. It all came from a really bad pass from Dan James. Tanaka was centrally ready for a pass, and Dan went for the harder option in Joel Piroe, I think it was. And I don't like how quickly Leeds were transitioned on there. I mean, they cut through us very, very quickly there. Very quickly. Rothwell. Tanaka. James. Dan James. On that right-hand side. Drills it in. Ball in. Headed out. Rothwell. Goes for it. Ooh, good effort, Joe. Good effort, Joe. Hits the stanchion behind the goal. So that's what we need, a Joe Rothwell goal. Yeah, get a second lead, says Lee. Good effort, though, from Rothwell there. Goal kick for Oxford. He's not going to take long with it now, is he? Oh, man. Just pass it out from the back. This is wind, goalkeeper. This is what happens. Make a divot in the ground. Flipping heck. It's just gone like that. You can't take a goal kick because of the wind. Make a divot. Oh, my God. Make a divot in the ground. Guys never played. Oh, did they have wind in Oxford? Leeds win it. Solomon tries to get a nut on it. Rodon. Tanaka. Bogle back to keeper. Melee's first touch of the game, I think. I tell you what, though, massive chance that for Oxford, wasn't it? What a chance that was for Plaqueta. Probably the second biggest chance. Well, obviously we scored the goal, didn't we? But aside from that, that's a massive chance. That'll go down as a big chance, you know, that for Oxford. But yeah, I didn't like how Leeds were transitioned on so easily. Tanaka. Ampadu. Road on. James. Nearly got Bogle away. Bogle's running's been excellent. Bogle's such an option every single time. Rothwell. Tanaka. Close down. Rothwell. Very simple start for Leeds, though. Aside from that, look, that breakthrough, that transition. Leeds get a second, I think they're in big trouble. Ampadu finds Solomon. Tackled, crowded out. Placetta does well. Rothwell. Rothwell, go forward, lad. Tanaka. Great ball. Lovely ball. Sam Byram now. Oh, it's just absolutely shocking touch by Sam Byram in acres of space. Hate him on that left-hand side. He's just, man, he's literally got about 20 yards of grass to run into on that left-hand side. He elects to cut inside where there is more bodies. And it's a shocking first touch, which enables him to get tackled. Sometimes, man, Byram. Placetta does well. Harris. Leeds just look a little bit... When they come forward, I'm not saying they're doing a lot, by the way, but I'm not liking how we get... Like, when they get past our midfield, it's 3-on-3. Why is that? That's happened like 2 or 3 times, hasn't it? If you're watching the game, some of you guys aren't, but... Tanaka plays the ball forward. Dan James now, it was just been the option, him and Bogle. Every single time. Bogle's literally in the penalty spot. James is going to have to go alone here. Goes on his left. Puts that ball in. It's unlucky. It's unlucky. It's a good ball in, to be fair. It's a good ball in. Stashy, yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't think. I'll be honest, mate. I don't think Struik's been great. I think he's stepping out a bit too much. You know, last couple of weeks he's been stepping out, and I think, you know, we blame Melee, which it was his fault. Of course, it was, which it mostly is against Preston. But I tell you what, Struijk didn't do himself any favors when he stepped up. To go make that challenge. He did that against Blackburn a couple of times as well. So he's not been great, but they just look transitionally. They're not looking overtly dangerous, but they just get sometimes they're getting a little bit too much space, weirdly. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just a different squad complexion. I'm not sure. There's a lot with rotating, of course there is. There is a lot with rotating, you know, and the reasons behind that, especially doing it against the poorer teams. But you do wonder sometimes if the squad relationships, the synergy, the partnerships are disrupted a little bit. And I think they are, naturally. Leeds take the throw in. Tanaka goes home. Melee. Ampadu. Make sure you slap on a like on the video, guys, as well. If you are watching on another platform that isn't YouTube, please make sure you set up a YouTube account. We've got loads of you who don't actually own YouTube accounts, and you can set one up for 3 or 4 minutes. It just means you can get memberships. It means that you always get notifications when we upload as well, instead of always going through Twitter and Facebook, of which sometimes I don't post on when I've gone live. Make sure you get a YouTube account and you're always notified. It's well worth it, everybody. So shout out to all of you anyway who are here. And James. Bogle. Leeds have just stepped off a little bit. I'd like us to just be a little bit more aggressive here. Look, I know we're 1-0 up. I know it's a little bit more, you know, it's fine, isn't it? It's okay. But I'd like to... Rothwell's done so well there. Bogle. It's a really poor ball from Manor Solomon. Keep it on the ground. You know, I understand that a lot of it is... I mean, that's bad play from Solomon, that. Leeds in a really good space. Rothwell's done really well. He's almost gone past 3 men there. Opens up the space for Bogle a little bit. Bogle into Solomon, and Solomon goes for a chip ball over the top. There's no point on a day like today. There's no point on a day like today. Just keep the ball on the ground. You've got more than enough technical ability in this side to pick Oxford off on the ground with efficient, speedy play. This keeper's lost the plot. He's actually losing the plot here. You're losing the game. You need to get back into it. The wind's beat. Not only have Leeds scored past this guy, but the wind are beating this guy. He can't seem to understand the conditions. Piroe doesn't collect it. Leeds pressing them high. Brendan Aaronson doing a good job here. Keeper takes... I'd actually love him to screw up the goalkeeper. He's annoying me already. Solomon wins it back really high. Excellent play by Manor Solomon. Leeds in the box. Solomon, he's just become a little bit predictable. It's that cut inside that we always talk about with Manor, where it does become a little bit predictable sometimes. He's done well to win it back again, though, Solomon, and wins a free kick. Well done, Manor. Manor Solomon, by the way, who was third in the championship this season for ball recoveries in the final third, which is a very, very underrated stat, but he's done really well there. He's done really, really well. Leeds free kick. But yeah, Solomon, just, if I'm to be absolutely perfect with him, just needs to go down the outside a bit more. You know, look at the goal on that flank, whipping it in with his left foot. He's got the ability to do it. Right, so, my God. Football, I think football players, guys, if you're not watching it right now Rothwell is struggling with the ball moving. Get it in a divot. Just dig up the turf, mate. Dig up the turf. Leeds free kick. 20 minutes have gone. Rothwell's still struggling with the conditions. My Lord. Still not made a divot. Rothwell with a free kick of a ball that keeps moving. Puts the ball in. It's terrible ball in from Rothwell. All that, Joe, for that. You might as well just given it to Manor Solomon, who's the 4-yard option. That must be so annoying for a centre-back, mustn't it? You go all the way up, and the wind is a big problem right now. But don't put the ball into the box. I think today we'll find the keeper once again. Oh, this game, man. This game. Football players who just apparently don't understand how to deal with weather. Sunderland 0, Norwich 1. That's good news. Connor, we need Ramazani to start. Yeah, it'd be nice, mate. Be nice. Yeah. Tricky game, that one for Sunderland, isn't it? It's a good result, though, that for us. And the goalkeeper's still struggling with the wind. Put a divot in the pitch. Get your studs and make sure it goes down so the ball's in it. Right? Are you listening? Here, goalkeeper. So the ball's in it and then it doesn't move. It's mad, isn't it? Oh, my God. Can we actually see a game of football here? Like, I'm here for Leeds to win, but I'm here for entertainment as well. Do you know what I mean? Between the goalkeeper and Joe Rothwell, when the ball's dead ball, they've wasted about 10 minutes so far. Yeah, I've got Chef U notifications on everybody as well. Ampadu, what are you doing? Ampadu's playing the ball over the top. Right, guys. Blueprint for when it's windy. What is it? Don't play it in the air all the time. Just keep it on the ground. Look for spaces. Look for pockets. Look at the wind. The corner flag is nearly out of the divot. And you're giving it to this goalkeeper who the weather's in the keeper's head, man. This guy. I'm actually going to put it on my notes for post-match. Divot. I'm going to put it in the divot. Right. There you go, mate. Divot. Let's talk about it post-match. It's an awful game to watch, guys. If you are on the radio right now, you're doing a good job. This goalkeeper has got no idea on how to deal with the conditions. Not only is he not making that ground move when the wind is there, but he's just blasting it out of play every single time he gets a goal kick. But yeah, Ampadu did something similar there where he just played the ball over the top and it went straight out for a goal kick. You just got to keep it on the ground. The pitch is lovely. The pitch is absolutely gorgeous. So just play it on the floor. The poor boy's having to hold the corner. Oh my God. Right. You got to just play it 5 yards, Rothwell. Leeds corner. Rothwell plays it 5 yards. Solomon, Dan James, Aaronson. Oh my God. Put your laces through it, Brendan. Mike, he's trying to curl it, top corner. Look at the wind. Drill it. Get your laces through it. My God. It is so annoying. Sometimes footballers, I swear to God, they just don't have a brain. And they give it to the goalkeeper now who takes 4 hours to take a goal kick. Brendan, get your laces through it, lad. Just get your laces through it. You might as well. The wind is gonna age you. Flipping heck. Have they never played in Yorkshire? Football in Yorkshire on horrible pitches in Halifax. Flipping heck. When it's blowing a gale or Huddersfield or Bradford. My God. Or Leeds. And the goalkeeper's booted out of play nearly again. James wins it. Piroe's a passenger at the minute. An absolute passenger. The keeper's kicked it out again. I think he's kicked it out about 7 times now. Okay, Brendan Aaronson, just get shots off at this bozo. He's absolutely useless. He's a deer in the headlights, it looks like. Road on. Ampadu has just drilled it back to Melier. Road on. Ampadu apologises to Melier. Joe Rodon. Plays the ball over the top. Bogle. James doesn't want it. Bogle goes home. Tanaka. Come on, Leeds. Let's get another goal. They're here for the taking. Come on, boys. Step on the ignition a little bit. What a start it was. Oh, my God. The game's just not getting started. The game is just not getting started. Free kick to Leeds. I'm absolutely, obviously I'm buzzing with winning. I expect we win the game. Of course I do. But, you just want Leeds to get, we can really take this lot apart. They've got nothing, have they, really? Plaqueta, Harris is a good little presser, but Plaqueta's probably the main threat. He should have scored, but, he's missed an absolutely massive chance there. Randy Plaqueta, for them to get back into the game. They shouldn't be anywhere near it. Once again, though, we've not really done anything, have we, aside from the goal? Little few moments, but it'd be nice to see Leeds just be a bit more ruthless. Solomon, tackled. It just doesn't seem to, we've just not got to grips, weirdly, with the weather. John with a 99p donation. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Rothwell. James again. Cutting inside. Tanaka. Solomon. Ampadu. Byram. Oh, I thought he was going to use his left foot. He's completely narrowed the angle and he's gone back inside on his right. Solomon. Tanaka. Road on. Piroe. Can we get someone on the half turn? Just have a go, Rothwell. Just have a go. Tanaka. Back. Byram. Cut out. Tanaka. Rothwell. Melier. Ampadu. Leeds just holding the ball without really doing anything. I don't know if Leeds might just be happy with this, to be fair. I see it as a real opportunity for us to do something today. 1-0 up. I don't want to sound too arrogant, but it'd be nice for us. I don't know, just ramp it up, I guess. Road on. That first 10 were brilliant. Road on. Bogle. On the right-hand side. Ball in. Bogle! Aaronson. Still has it. Wins a corner, I think. Oh, what a brilliant ball in by Bogle. A brilliant ball in by Bogle. Aaronson was kind of fouled in a sense, I think. Brilliant ball in. And he's just, Piroe is just kind of gets a touch on it. And Aaronson, yeah, Leeds corner. What ball in from Bogle that was, by the way. What a ball in. Bogle's causing damage. Rothwell has to go short. Solomon. James, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Ooh, it's a good save. It's a good save. Good effort by Dan, actually. Should have had a shot. Aaronson. God! My God, Brendan. Get it on frigging target, man. Oh, this guy can't shoot. Unless it's sort of a bumbled tap in. He's just, my God, his technical ability from spaces. Like, you look at the away game, guys. I'm trying not to be nitpicky here. But look at Brendan here. Yeah, okay, Rodon's gone down. How's he got that so wrong? Brendan Aaronson just hits it 2 yards over the bar from a really good position. Oh, good Lord. And it casts me back to Preston when he's essentially thrown goal and he boots it 30 yards over the bar. Guys, this is what I'm talking about when I go on about a technician in that number 10. It's all well and good talking about Brendan Aaronson off the ball. Can we actually get someone on the ball who is a finisher in that number 10? Maybe. Martin's in the building with the super sticker. Shout out, Martin. Hope you're all good, mate. He's not my whipping boy. He's not my whipping boy, Stashy. This is the first time I've literally said this in the comment section. Can we all just understand here? I don't mind Brendan Aaronson, Stashy, but I'm going to ask you where your standards are at. Where your standards are at, okay? In that position, I'm expecting a number 10 to get the ball on target. Against Preston, I'm expecting the number 10 to get the ball on target. In these moments, Blackburn, two points of which you should have got the ball on target inside the box, right? I'm expecting goals here, mate. And these are the differences. He's not a whipping boy. He's not a whipping boy. I always say this. I'm in my 30s, mate. I've not got whipping boys. Sounds a bit weird, that. But look, I'm not targeting people. I literally couldn't care less at all. It's just Brendan replicates the same things every single week. Since we've signed him, we know what player we've got with Brendan. We know what Brendan is. He's a hard worker who will press, but he's not good on the ball. It's not, it's just not, is it? Now, I said in the home games he should be playing. He should be playing in the home games. It's good for him. It's good for him. So okay. Ball out from the keeper. Has he hit it out of play? Oh my God, the keeper's hit it out of play again. His passing unlocks things for us. What are you talking? He's got 1 assist all season, mate. He's got 1 assist all season. Well, it's fine. It's fine. But let's not just make things up. Stephen, I don't think she knows who he is, mate. Ooh, Dan nearly closed him down. Oh, Ampadu. Oh, it's a bad game of football, isn't it, guys? It's a bad game of football. But you know what? We're 1-0 up. So here we go again. Good opportunity. Brendan. I'm not going to say it. Solomon picks it up. Good ball. Byram. Have a dig, someone. We're going out wide again. Bogle. James. It's going to go for it this left. Dan. Okay. Yeah, I'm all right, Gail. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. James. Leeds win it back. Oh, Piroe. Play it to Piroe. Aaronson. Go on. Have a dig. Piroe. Saved. Thought he should have took that earlier. Joel Piroe. He had about 4 opportunities to hit it. Aaronson wins it back. Well done. Rodon. Rothwell. Bogle. Tanaka. Aaronson. Good ball. James. Ampadu. Tanaka. James. Going with that left foot again, which it's not working. It's been nodded out. And it's kicked away. Yeah, with the amount of ball we've had, it's quite staggering that we're only 1-0 up, isn't it? Tanaka. Yeah, very random. Connor, when do we get a good game of football? The past few games have been bad. Yeah, it's not a great watch, is it, mate? It's not a great watch. Oh, Jay says Matt is straight up lying. It's not great today. As Aaronson gets bundled off the ball. Rolled on. Good ball. Aaronson on the turn does well. Lovely turn. Well done. Go on, Byram, left foot. No. Tanaka. Ball forward. Oh, does well. Byram, left foot. Go on, left foot. Left foot. Cuts back. Solomon. Tanaka, someone please shoot. Tanaka's had a shot. No. Goodness me. I need to check the XG in this game. Let's have a look at the XG. Or just, how many shots have we had in this game? Let's have a look at the stats. 1.32 XG. 80% possession to 2 shots on target. And we both had one big chance. How mental is that? I think that takes into consideration the goal as a big chance, or maybe it doesn't. But Oxford have had a big chance as well. Yeah, it does, because we've had the big chance and we've scored, because it says 0 big chances missed. Oxford have had 1 big chance and they've missed as well. That's mental, isn't it? That's absolutely mental. Why are people throwing balls onto the pitch? Someone just throwing a ball onto the pitch. It's bizarre. Yeah. Leeds have had 9 shots. Yeah. Maybe there is a like opinion that and a notion that we should go and get a striker. I don't know. Maybe that is what we need. Who knows? Anyway, Leeds coming forward. Lee was coming forward as well. Also, Lol at Portsmouth scoring 4 goals past Lampard's Coventry. Always a laugh, isn't it? John's in the building. Hey, John. They're awful match. We should be hammering them. Cheers for your donation, my man. Yeah, no, I agree with you, John. I agree. Thanks for your support, buddy. But yeah, I agree. Man. We should be. They're so. I'll say bad as well. They're a bad team. They looked all right. Plaqueta looks like a decent little player. Norwich loanee should have scored, shouldn't he? But yeah, this should be. Does scream Ramazani, doesn't it? Quality wise, screams him. Getting Onto and Ramazani on and just end the game. Let's get them on together. Let's just see them together. Whatever the weather, let's see them together. Come on. Ugh. Lee. Ball over the top. Plaqueta. Tackled. Byron wins it. Byron wins it again. Lee goes over the top. Harris. Blocked off by Tanaka. Well done. Leeds win a foul. Yeah, it's just a stodgy game, innit? It's Harris has got to be careful as well, by the way. Another stupid tackle. He loves pressing as well, so he's going to get a couple more fouls in there. Just fouled Tanaka again there. Rothwell with a crisp ball forward. Bogle, who I'd say Him and James have been our best players at the minute. Road on. Great ball. Bogle again here. Oh, this plays it in behind. Should have been a better ball there from Bogle. They've gone long again. Plaqueta up against Byram. Byram goes out. Former Norwich teammates, I'd say. Probably. Same hair as me, but longer. What we're saying. Make sure you're slapping a like on the video as always. Lorcon says, Rodon has deserved some credit the last couple of games, improved his passing consistently. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Blaze Ray says, stick Joseph in the 10. Didn't you say loan him out? Stick him in the 10. Right, that's interesting. Has he ever played in the 10? Then again, I have said that, number 10 tendencies can then be moved into the 10. If that makes sense. Oxford are terrible. Oxford are terrible. My God. Good Lord. They are a bad team. Watch that. They're going to score now. Melee roofs the ball. I tell you what, they got through a little bit there, Oxford. Anything from Sheffield United yet? Nothing from Sheffield. Nothing from Sheffield United. Plymouth 1-0 up on Borough. My God. Wow. Wow. Plaqueta. Ampadu goes in. He's the danger man, I think. I do like that Harris. I do like him. He's a bit of a press merchant, but can cause problems. Plaqueta as well. They're the main threats, but how this isn't 1-0. Do you know what though, Lucas? I'm gonna get into that at half time, mate. Keeper once again struggling with the conditions. Gonna go out to play again, isn't it? Bogle does well. Aaronson, get up, Brendan. Just get up. So soft, man. Falls to the floor, loses the ball. Plaqueta, Harris, Brannigan goes back home. Lee, he's looked all right actually. The fullback, the right backs look decent. Oh, turned. Absolutely turned there. But Tanaka's got back at him. He's done well. Oxford on the ball now. Just at the end of yeah. Trying to create a few angles there to get back into the game. Oh, my God. Leeds, come on. They can't keep the ball for 20 seconds. This is Leeds against themselves here. Do you know what I mean? It's how much we want it. Like, we're winning the game. Connor, what you moaning? I'm not moaning. I just think... I'm arguing myself again. I just think we're so much better than this, man. Oh, dear. I just want a goal fest. I want us to... And it's not arrogant. We don't do it enough. We don't get goal fest, do we, really? What was the last goal fest? 3-0? You know? I just want an Ipswich-type performance. Like even just once in a blue moon. I thought Oxford were going to get a licking, but my realistic head, which is normally right in front of my heart, said it would be a 2-0, and it just stinks of 2-0, doesn't it? Which is fine. Another clean sheet. Obviously, how arrogant do I sound? But still, James has space to run into inside, but goes out right and doesn't get it. Harris, anyway. Leeds win it back, but then Oxford get it back offers. Piroe literally looking slower than their centre-back. Leeds win it back. Bogle. We've won another... and he gives it... Strange there between the official and the referee, both giving different decisions. John, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? He's fallen over twice in this half. You're just nitpicking now, mate. You're absolutely nitpicking. It's anything I say. So anything on him now, I'll just shut up. Who's on the ball now? Does anything bad, I just won't say anything. Come on, Jonathan. You know me better than that. You're in the WhatsApp group as well. And Piroe. Ball forward, blocked out. And Piroe again. Solomon. Byram. Rothwell. Does well. Bogle gets taken out. It's a foul. Rothwell. Is Bogle all right? Glenn says, hi, Connor. New subscriber here. All Leeds aren't we? The Oxford goalie is a definite divot. Are we parking? We need to bring Ramazani and Cohen. I'd agree with you, Glenn. Let us know in the comment section as well, mate. There's 1,100 of you here. Let us know where you found us on, mate. Let us know where you found us. Always keen on new subscribers, mate, as always. I think we're nearly on 48.8. Is it 48.8? I don't know. I probably should know this. 48. That'd be nice. 48.8 would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, shout out to all of you as well. Thank you so much for supporting. Make sure you slap a like on the video. Okay, Leeds anyway. Dan James. James on the right-hand side. Bit of a bad... Dan keeps doing the same thing where he just isn't playing the weather. This is smart football, everyone. When it is blustery, Dan keeps chipping the ball into the center of the pitch, of which that is going to go out for a goal kick, Dan, because the wind is going to blow it over the top. You've done it twice now, Dan. He did it really, really well. He drilled the ball in low. That worked. Okay. You've got your halftime bits to go through halftime, obviously, guys. Make sure you stay with us. And we're with you all the way through to the instant match reaction as well. Lee on the ball now. Solomon is on the floor. Aaronson wins it back. Bad touch from Paqueta. Aaronson gives it back to Lee, and then Oxford win a free kick. Brendan Aaronson. Brendan Aaronson was great there. Sorry. I keep forgetting. I'm not allowed to say anything against him. Wink, wink. I'm only joking, you lot. I'm only joking. Right. Let's get your... Ooh, not show that yet. And we are showing it for some reason. But yeah, we have an Oxford free kick here. Can Leeds defend it? Can Leeds defend the corner? Dale and someone is over it. Number 19. No. 19. Half-time, Burnley 1, Watford 0. Half-time, Cardiff 0, Sheffield United 0. Could Cardiff do us a favour? Like they did with Ipswich last season. Dale over it. Into the box. Headed out. A rare opportunity there for Oxford. Ball in blocked by Aaronson. Well done, Aaronson. Good pressure. That's what I'm here for, mate. That's what I'm here for. Your biting commentary is always superior to the LUTV crew. Thanks, Andrew, one of the patrons as well. Oh, they've got an opportunity here. Oh, my goodness, at the back end of the half there, Melee comes out to palm it, and it was nearly looped over his head into the back of the net. So, yeah. Well, we'll get into it, shall we? We'll get into it. Halftime. Yeah, Chris isn't happy. I didn't expect Chris to be happy. Yeah, didn't expect him to be happy. But stick with us through this, everybody. Going into the second half, as always, we're going to be getting into your halftime statistics, which we've got prepared for you. Don't you worry. How are we all doing anyway? We get some new people during halftime. What is going on with all you guys? Yeah, don't worry. We are not putting that on now. But halftime, Leeds United 1-0 up. What are we doing anyway? How are we thinking it's going? Okay, Sean's not happy. Straight off the bat, Aaronson and Piroe are a waste of space. Chris says, we are struggling against the Sunday League team. Well, what I will say is, Paul, where have you been, mate? Where have you been? Let's have a look at the stats for this game as well. We'll rack these up, shall we? Let's have a look at your halftime stats. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so these are your halftime stats, everybody, going round. So Leeds 1-0 up. 1.34 expected goals to Oxford's 1.35. Leeds with 12 shots to Oxford's 2. Leeds with 3 on target. Zero shots on target for Oxford. The interesting one, which isn't on here, is the fact that Oxford have literally had one big chance, and Leeds have had one big chance, which is the goal. So overall, I'd say it's been an okay half from the Whites. It's been all right. Not that much analysis. The biggest analysis from that is that the goalkeeper literally cannot take goal kicks because he doesn't put divots into the ground and, dig in so the ball doesn't move around. But the conditions are definitely playing a part. Listen, Leeds are winning the game. It seems to be a bit of a similar thing for us that we're not going to lick teams. Look, this half, once again, we've got options, haven't we? We've got options on the bench. We've got, that's 0-0. It's definitely not 0-0. There we go. But yeah, we've definitely got options on the bench in terms of Ramazani, Nonto, Joseph. Look, Piroe's not really in the game. There's no point in going on about it anymore. Agenda, narrative, yes. But yeah, Piroe, once again, in a game like this, I'd be expecting him to be a little bit more in it. Oxford are a poor team. They're a really poor team. Not really offering that much. As I said, Leeds are winning, but I think towards the back end of the season, I'd really like Leeds United to be at a point of which goal difference can be taken into consideration. I think this season there might be 4 teams in it. I think it's going to be really tight. You're not really seeing Burnley drop off. You're not really seeing Sheffield United drop off. And, I think it could be a point of which this season where we're discussing it. So I want us to be, we're getting enough clean sheets, but so are Burnley and so are Sheffield United. But, I think Sheffield United are scoring more goals than us. Might be wrong on that one, but I just want us to be a little bit further ahead when it comes to goal difference. I see Oxford at home and I think, come on, with the players that we've got at our disposal and the options, I just think, yeah, for me. Yeah, I think James is doing well. I think Bogle's doing really well as well. I'd have to say that. But yeah, guys, as I said, this is something that we don't normally do. We're going to get onto this just after the video. We're going to get onto the analysis after it as well. But this video is sponsored by Raycon. We normally don't do this, everybody, but I'd just like to play this advert through the halftime. It shouldn't be long. It's only a minute and a half, but get your hands on some of the Raycon. Here we go. Hello, everybody. This video is sponsored by these beauties at Raycon. Now, these are a fantastic set of earbuds that was sent to me, and these guys are ahead of the game right now. Listen, 10 minutes of charge gives you 1.5 hours. They are dust resistant, water resistant. It is well worth getting a piece on these. Now, listen, what I love about them as well is just the comfortability of them, not only in your hands, but in your ears as well. As I say, with them being ergonomic, they've been tested and they've been manufactured in a way that sit in your ear absolutely perfectly. And the other thing is, everybody, listen, compared to the other earphones that you're going to get out there, as we all know which ones they are, these are so affordable, so lovely, and just well worth it. As I say, the big thing for me is the comfortability and the affordability. Now, listen, you can try these first and you have a 30-day guarantee. You got free returns in there as well. Well worth it, everybody. Now, with the code ONELEADS1919, you get offers on all of the latest Raycon products. Don't say I don't do anything for you guys. Been a pleasure. Check out Raycon in the link in the description below, and let's get on to the video. There you go. There you go. So yeah, guys, Raycon, link will be in the description below. We're also going to do a little bit as well after the game on Raycon as well. They're sponsoring the channel now. So Brandon, I wouldn't just say this, mate. I wouldn't just say this, but they are. I'm a massive AirPod user. I do this sort of stuff for I do a lot of this stuff for, my editing and watching the games and all this sort of stuff. And this being my full-time job, you have to do a lot of bits on that. They're ergonomic, mate. So they're absolutely fantastic. Well worth it. Okay. Happy Christmas, by the way, Connor. You too, Dormston. You too. Could we see Piroe being a proper striker and someone for Joseph to learn off? Because he definitely can't learn off Bamford or Piroe. I want Largy, says Ron. Yeah, I think so. Not really a top 2 performance, I'm afraid to say. Well, hopefully, look, we're winning the game, aren't we? We are winning the game. So that's the only positive I'd say right now. Graham says Piroe's a good finisher, but he doesn't seem to suit the system smart. Plays like he's saving himself much better coming on around 75 minutes. I agree, mate. I agree in most of his, I think all of his goals. Well, the best one is the best one is coming off the bench, isn't he? Prabhu says, Connor, watching these performances is doing my BP no favours. What about yours? Yeah, I'd agree, Matt. I'd agree. Jay says, was hoping to be in a position to rotate the team and make a few early subs, especially with the busy schedule. I guess we kind of have done in a sense with Solomon starting, maybe. I will be watching Fury later, mate. I will be watching Fury. Just before we start the halftime whistle, everybody, I'm just going to go to the toilet and just have a little bit of a break myself. We'll be back for the second half. Make sure you stick around and we'll have your match reaction immediately after this as well, where I'm going to be getting more of your thoughts in after this, everybody. Thanks so much. I'll see you in a sec. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. I'm back. Plaqueta's got the ball. Oh, and it's a foul. It's a foul. How have we started, everyone? How have we started? I'm seeing them with a foul. I'm seeing Leeds with no changes, and I'm thinking, this is what we're about, innit? This is what we're about. Okay, everyone, we'll whack the old timer on. And yeah, as what I'm seeing now is an Oxford free kick. So you know what it's about, everyone. So yeah, we'll get this sorted for you guys. How are we doing anyway? What was your halftime tipple? Did you get anything? I've got a brew. And here we go. Oxford with the free kick. Okay. Is it Brannigan? Leeds fans haven't really dipped into this half yet. Brannigan with the ball in. Leeds no changes. Yeah, doesn't surprise me, mate. Doesn't surprise me. Okay. Is it Brannigan? I don't think it is it? Ball in. It's a massive chance for Oxford, and it's getting a bit. I think the irritating thing about this is they've had the Plaqueta chance, which they should have scored. That is horrendous marking, and how have they missed? Brown has missed a sitter. It's an absolute sitter on 47 minutes, which I'm going to have to note down. Plaqueta's missing the first half. They've missed at the end of that. They've missed at the end of that first half with the chance. Leeds have got to step up here, really. We've really got to step up, I think. It's 1-0, and it's great, but it's got to be better. We've got to look tighter at the back. Are we a bit complacent in this game? I don't know. We're winning the game, of course. So we've just got to be a bit careful here of them just nicking a goal. That's 3 now. They've had one big chance, and that's 3 towards the end of the half where it's looped. Anyway, you've got to use the win to our advantage here. That's a massive chance for Oxford. Again, a huge chance for him. Sunderland have equalised. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm not expecting anyone else to do us any favours, to be honest, mate. I'm expecting Sheffield to probably score 5 goals this half as well. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything. Rothwell, but yeah, Leeds have got to be better. We've got to be better. Tanaka, ball over the top. And it's going to go out of play. It's going to go out of play because we're not playing to the conditions. I understand that you can't always play the ball on the ground. I completely get that notion. I completely get that. And it's got to go over the top, but you pretty much got to put it on a plumb, haven't you? You've got to literally put the ball on the opposition players, on our players' feet. Really, you can't play it in front of them because it's going to drip up off the surface. Shout out to a couple of Argentinian fans I've got in the building as well. Just messaging me at halftime watching. Is it the Yerba Mate effect? I don't know. Rodon up against Plaqueta. Plaqueta with a push in the back. Should be a Leeds foul. Leeds don't get the foul. It was an obvious push. Byram, Tanaka, Ampadu. Rodon. Ballfo. Good ball, Joe. Piroe. Aaronson. Lovely ball from Brendan. Byram. Shit from Sam Byram. Shit on that left foot. So average for a ball in that. All the time in the world, Sam Byram. It's a terrible ball in. It's got no edge on it. It's just, my God, we're so bad in the final third sometimes. Got to have a look at, I'm putting our XG up again. Yeah, Rodon has been good. I agree. Rodon's been good. I need to find Leeds' just general XG now because it does update quite often in the championship. But I'm having a look now at just our XG to see what it is at the minute. The amount of goals Leeds should be scoring. Right, so currently, Leeds' XG. Oh, we need to look at teams. Leeds' XG is at 37 now, which is 1.1 ahead of Borough. Borough were ahead of us, so that's mad how we've gone ahead of them. we're ahead of Borough now by a good margin there as well. So, and Byram's not a good game. He's been all right. He's been okay. But I just don't rate him going forward. But Leeds still 1-0, but it feels like a 1-0 game written all over it, doesn't it, guys? It stinks of 1-0, yeah. Richard says it stinks of 1-1. I think it's got like 1-0 written all over it, to be honest. Byram nods it out of play. But yeah, it's how that game finished up, by the way. Is that how the Villa game ended up? Was it 4-1? No, 2-1. Someone said 4-1. Another defeat for City. And guys, as well, really close to genuinely doing it. And I don't know how many like opposition fans there are in here, because I know Leeds fans are well invested in it, but I'm thinking about doing a general channel. Would you guys be interested in that? It'd be like more like topical videos. Do you know what I mean? It'd be topical videos. There'd be a couple of watch-alongs on there, but would you be interested in a genuine, like, general channel? I don't know what to call it, though. Has anybody got any names? What do you reckon? Has anybody got any names for the general channel? I've thought of a few. I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained as well here, because just nothing's going on at the minute. Actually, Oxford have the ball. Plaqueta. Plaqueta's gone down, and Oxford have gone back. But I did have a few names. Oh, and Oxford have now won the free kick. Advantage not played. But listen to a few of these names, right? I've got a few names for a general channel, right? If I can find it. And it's not. This wouldn't die, by the way. This is going to be the exact same as it normally has been. Okay, so we've got touchline takes. We've got from the stands, off the bar, full-time focus. What do you reckon? Any of those that tickle your pickle? What do you reckon, guys? Generic FC. Brandon says Connor fans. No, Connor just Leeds. One football, Pete. Pete, honestly, mate, I was going to do it, but obviously I think I'd be copyright done by it, to be honest. Oxford have the ball. Ball's played into the box, and Melee saves it. Mick Gilligan, Connor talks football. Simple. Quite like it, mate. Quite like it, Andy. Connor talks football. Oh, dear. Full-time focus. It's got a ring to it, hasn't it? Just put a poll up, mate. Do you think it should be that, Joe, or something different? Do you think, what's your name? I like Tickle Your Pickle, says Tanner. The General. Just Connor show. Yeah, I think that's veering over. Do you think maybe a little bit? All things football, not bad. Off the bar. Kyle likes that one. Rothwell. Yeah, that's not an example of the name, by the way. I'm not just going to call it Rothwell. Harris plays the ball out wide here. Plaqueta. Just Connor football show. Oh, dear. Ampadu. Bogle. Balls. Con loves Aaronson. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I'll think of one I'll hold on the ball, says Ronnie. Not bad. All things football. Connor talks balls. Connor talks balls has it's got a ring to it, hasn't it? Call it Farker off and Farker out. Okay. Dan James. Oh, Leeds, give me strength. Dan James on the edge here. Still going. Tanaka. God, we've looked average today, haven't we? Byron, ball in. Good ball. Great defending. It's a good ball from Byron, that. Tanaka. Ampadu. Byron. Solomon. Rodon. Tanaka. Tanaka. Solomon. Cuts inside. Does well. Good feet, Solomon. And Byram's... Oh, Solomon. He'd done so well. And it was a bad touch. He'd done really well, though. The Just Connor football show. Listen, if you OGs remember right, we had an Instagram page, I should say, called the Connor and Joe Football Show. Got a ring to it, hasn't it? Got a ring to it. And who used that as his channel name? Think about it, guys. Think about it. Listen, I'm the innovator here. Side to side. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Lee, I know you're winding me up here, but I don't think if you're ahead of Chris, this would be spot on, mate, to be honest. Rothwell on the ball. Just call it your name, mate. Doesn't have to be football. Yeah, man. But you don't know my name, so Shout out to Los Locos del Leeds, Argentina. Shout out to you, mate. McGilligan's thoughts. Nice one. Bogle on the ball. Aaronson. Bogle. Yeah! Jaden! Get in, boy. A bit of class from the right back. Brilliant. Well done, Jaden. Get in there. Leeds 2. Aaronson's going in the crowd. Was Aaronson doing something there? Have I just missed that? I was kind of too busy talking about something else, but Bogle's got the goal. Get in there. 2 Leeds. Thank God for that. Yeah, I was looking at the comments too early. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that never happens. This is why I go off the comments and I'm like, guys, thank you so much for your super chats. Let's have a look. James played the ball in. Bogle. Aaronson. Bogle. There you go. Aaronson's got another assist. He's got his 2nd assist of the season. There you go, everyone. I'm honestly happy with that. Brendan's got an assist. It was a really nice reverse pass. If I'm to be critical, it was slightly behind him. No, but I'm joking. Aaronson's got an assist. Well done. He'll be buzzing at that. He looked buzzing there, to be fair, didn't he? Leeds 2-0 up. You'd think that was us home and dry. Leeds being... But Aaronson's buzzing there. Look at him. Fair play to the lad. He'll be needing that. Chat with Connor. Like it. Defenders scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I was looking at the comments. There's too many good stuff going on here. Merry Christmas, pal. Happy New Year. Shout out to you, Paul. Leeds 2-0 up. That's it. That should be it. Oh, come on. Let's get some more then, shall we? Rothwell. And Piroe. Tanaka. We'll be here after the game as well, everyone, as you know. The Piroe watch-along. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's what we like, Jonathan. That's what we like. And do you know that'd help as well? It would. Mr. Mateo Joseph, that cutback. Anyway, James has the ball. Ball in. It's a good ball from James, to be fair. Plaqueta gets it on the other side. Oh, Byram's done well. Come on, Byram. Left foot. No. As predicted. Comes out. Tanaka. Also, guys, link in the description for these absolute beauties. Honestly, best headphones I've ever had. Code 1Leeds1919 gives you all the discounts. It's the first link in the YouTube description. If you're looking for some lovely earphones for your family, honestly, affordable and ergonomic. Get involved. James on that right-hand side. Ball played in. Leeds United corner. Loving the ex-Messiah style. John, where have you been, mate? Where have you been? Marching on with Connor for a general channel, mate. I'm not sure that'd be a good one. Square pegs, round holes, jumpers for goalposts. Don't mind that, Mikey. I just always think that's going to be nicked. The football cliches are always nicked, which is a little bit annoying. Surely with the score against the team, Farker makes early subs. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, call it subs on. Yeah, it does reek of 2-0. I did say 2-0, to be fair. Rothwell. James. Oh, Dan James, man. Poor ball. Aaronson. Headed out. James. Aaronson. Oh, please get Ramazani on. Let's just... Oh, my God. Look, the charity minutes have been handed out. Let's get some of the real geezers on as well. Let's get some of these ruthless boys on. Get Ramazani on, man. He tear this lot apart. You got Ramazani on the bench. Joseph's going to get 2 minutes. I know he is, but the only thing that'll make me hot is if Bamford gets on ahead of him. Rothwell. Bogle on the edge of the area. We go back again. Let's go forward, Leeds. There's space. Okay, come on. There's loads of space for us here. Rothwell fizzes it forward. Ooh, nearly finds Solomon on the half turn. Dan James goes back. Rothwell, who's had a good game. Tanaka goes back. Come on. Here we go. Space. Leeds playing it well. Solomon. We're doing Man City here. We're just keeping the ball on the edge of the area. Can we just penetrate? Rothwell looks for it. Does really well. Bogle. Oh, is that... What? This is what I mean. Guys, this is what I mean. For now, anyway. This is what I mean with Piroe. So all of you guys who constantly tell me he's a better player than Joseph. What are we losing here by putting Joseph on? What are we losing by starting Joseph? Seriously, it's another game where he's completely anonymous. 3 goals in 12 for Piroe, you know? The form needs to be taken into account here, you know? I just think, why not just start Joseph for like 3 or 4 games? My God. Why not? Piroe, look, he might get a little bit of a rebound for this one. Then everyone can be like, told you, Connor, that's why Joseph's crap. But yeah, just it's another game where he's been absolutely anonymous and his movement's slow. I'd just like to see whatever. I'm bored of saying it. I'm so bored. But Bogle, I'm buzzing for him as well. Severely underrated, in my opinion. Does Oxford come forward? Lee. Burnley 2-0. Great. It's a 5-yard pass, Jack. Yeah, it's a 5-yard pass, ain't a bad shout. Do you think people would get that from the outside? Joe says, what about constant leads? Yeah, but it's a general channel, Joe. It's a general channel. It can't be constant. This is my Leeds channel. Do you know what I mean? 0-0 Chef U. I know. The commentary. Not bad. Plaqueta. Lee. Ball in. Chance. 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 Bogle. Brilliant defending. Chance again. Over the bar. Over the bar. Ah. Just 1 week. Just 1 week. Kiefer Moore. Of course it is as well. Cardiff. Couldn't you just have made the narrative a little bit less? Kiefer Moore, of course. I just want a favour 1 week. 1 week, do us a favour. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. Prob says DF has his favourites. Yeah, I think he has got his favourites. Tanaka ball over the top. Piroe, go on, Piroe, run. No. Yeah, we say that, Zen, about them getting lucky, but they're doing it every week, mate. They do it every week. So it's got to a point now. Like, this is why I go on about our away form. Do you know what I mean? People get upset at me for going on about our away form. Oh, we can't win it. We can't win away every week. Well, we certainly don't win away every week. We've won 1 in 6. But this is why it just gets a little bit annoying, because if Burnley start, Burnley've got a really good win today against Watford. I actually had on the predictions with Jim on battle lines. I thought Burnley would lose this week. I think Watford are a bit of a problem, especially when they're on song. Beat West Brom last week. That's a good win for Burnley. So if they sort out their home form, which isn't bad anyway, really, it's not a bad home form. Like, they stuttered a little bit, but got 2 draws, didn't they? 1 against Borough. But if they sort out that home form, they've got the best away form in the division. Like, this is why it annoys me. And everyone's like, well, we can't win every week. We can't win every week. It's like, we don't win every week away from home. We've won once in 6 or 7. That needs to get better. So, look, it's not finding a negative right now, but we all expected this win. I might be arrogant, but I had today was by how much Leeds wanted it. My eyes are on Stoke City on the 26th. Burnley versus Sheffield United on the 26th. One of them's got to drop points. If we genuinely lose again to Stoke and we hear the old peddling out again, oh, we were unlucky, we played well low, or there's a draw, oh well, it's a point on the road. Are we going to start like collecting like 2 or 3 wins at all away from home throughout the season? Or are we just going to pedal out, 5, 6 wins across the whole season? We only got 9 away wins last season in 25. It's got to improve. Consistency-wise, it's got to improve. But people, you'll get still some fans, potentially Daniel Farker, saying, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's a point. So they've got to start winning, because the other teams are consistently, like Sheffield United aren't that good, but they win. They win. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, well, we're better than Sheffield United. Yeah, but they win every week. They literally win every week. You know what I mean? Game's not over, but they win every week. So, Burnley sort out that home form, which let's have a quick look at the home form now, actually. Home form Championship. Let's have a look. I think Burnley like 5th. Burnley are now 3rd. Right? Oh, no. Are they? Hold on. Let me check. Anyway, Solomon on the break here. Solomon. Good ball. Brendan Aaronson. Yes! He scored. Brilliant. A Solomon assist as well. 3 for Leeds. 1 for Brendan Aaronson. British Airways. Air Brendan. Well done, Brendan. Well done. Great finish. He's put it away. Well done, Aaronson. Excellent. 3-0 Leeds. 3-0 Leeds. That's better. Lovely from Solomon as well. Lovely deft pass. It's a good finish from Brendan. Well done. Has my man. Yeah, we've got a 3-0 Leeds. Yeah, get it. Oh, keeper nearly got a touch to it. But 3-0 Leeds. More like it. That's what we want to see. 3 for Leeds. Excellent. Air Brendan. Solomon man of the match. Yeah, he's been good, man. USA. Exactly, man. Exactly. But yeah. No. Well, yeah. Air Brennan. But I did say 4-0. Did say 4-0. Yeah, I don't think he's... Brennan's had a much better second half. He's been much better this second half. He's got an assist and a goal. He's got an assist and a goal. In fact, I'm actually going to get Liam, thumbnail guy, to get Brendan on the thummy. Listen to this. We'll get Brendan on the thumbnail celebrating. How about that? Just to prove to you that I haven't got an agenda. Anyway, Oxford coming forward. Oh, Brannigan. Oxford free kick. Where are we? Where's Liam? Liam. Instant. What on earth is going on here? Sorry about this, guys. Camera's just decided to put me down there for whatever reason. Are you getting that as well? You are? I mean, I don't know why it's doing that. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the One Leeds fan channel, and this is me down here. Thoughts? Oh Jesus! The fun live streaming aspect, everybody, which some of you guys don't get to witness. All fun and games. It's 2 from 3 automatic promotion, Connor. I know, mate. I know. Connor, I'm calling it 3-1 start. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Let's hope you're right. Okay. Yeah, I have, mate. I've got a PC. Forehead football. I have that. Mike, what are you on about, you weirdo? Get out of this chat, mate. Will Volks. Ooh. Going for a handball? Don't think so. Mike, I normally like you, but don't like that xenophobia, mate. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. Instant match reaction. Here's one for you, mate. Brendan on the thumbnail, please. There you go. Red card Norwich. Oh, God, my God. Can we just get something? Come on. Instead of Gulliver's Travels, McGilligan Travels. Sunderland 2-1. Oh, my God. It reinforces what I'm saying. Reinforces what I'm saying over and over and over again. Oxford on the ball on the right-hand side. Bit of space here. Ball played in. Yeah, they're just not good enough. They've had chances, though, Oxford. They've had chances. But it hammers down the away form, doesn't it? It hammers down the fact that we've got to increase. That's what I was doing. I was looking at the away form when Sunderland winning. Yeah, I know. Plymouth 2-1. That's good. Shout out to you, Football with Ben. But yeah, let's have a look at the home form and the away form. So I don't know if it's updated right now. I don't think it is. So Burnley are going to go into the top 4 or 5, I think. Top 4 or 5. 2-0 Sheffield United. God, go away. You're so boring. Sheffield United. Do you want to make it just interesting? So bored of Sheffield United. They're doing my head in. It's a battle for second, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's a battle for second, this. Because they just don't seem to drop off. But they have got tricky games after this. Aaronson. Solomon. Oh, over the bar. Who scored for him? Bet it's someone boring. Kiefer Moore. Oh, my God. Kiefer Moore. Oh, God. See, Kiefer Moore scoring for them at home And he's got 2 away. That's what I'm talking about with Piroe. The inconsistency is mad. Shout out to you, Jay. 4 shots on target, 3 goals. That's true, mate. Not bad at all. I agree. Leeds have it in the middle. Piroe. He's just so slow, isn't he? Has JB scored? JB scored from Sherman. Aaronson loses it. Yeah, Norwich red and Bellingham scores. Yeah, ideal. I thought this would be a bit of a tricky one for Sunderland. I think I had it down as like a 2-2. A Desmond. So we got a chance here again. Piroe. Oh, it's a bad ball. Solomon. Yay! What a game he's having. What a game he's having, the boy. Yeah, great finish. Strikes it through. Piroe's ball actually wasn't great. It was in front of him. But left foot. Yeah, Solomon's had a game. Solomon's had a right game. See, look, the ball's actually ahead of Solomon. He does really well. Oh, it's a tight angle, that, you know. He's absolutely... Have I got a 4-0 on preload? Yeah, I think I have. I think I've got a 4-0 on here. Yeah. That's what we like to see. I like to see it on the preload, people. And the ref went on... The ref celebrated with that one as well. He was like, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's better. OCD. So Ramazani, Joseph, and Nonso coming on. I'm sure Oxford will be enjoying this at 4-0, but really happy with Solomon. Yeah, good day all round. It looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Looks a lot better now. Good stuff. Yeah, Solomon's probably going to get man of the match, and probably rightly so. I think Brendan's had a much better half. And people are saying as well, subs on 7 minutes. Yes, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 4-0. It's been a good second half. But yeah, 1 goal, 2 assists. Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? It's been good. Is that for Brandon? Or is that Solomon? Okay. See the atmosphere. What the atmosphere is like. A great solid strike. I'm from Oxford. Okay. Now, let's not have this predisposition as well that now that Ampadu's miles better than Struijk, because I know what's going to happen now. Ampadu is now miles better than Struijk because we've got a clean sheet. We've scored 4 at home. So we know what's coming now, people, don't we? But here on the One Leeds fan channel, we always need to peddle how good Struijk is. He never gets his flowers. Never gets his flowers. What is that doing there, by the way? Why didn't you guys tell me my light's there? Guys, it's what you're here for, to help me when I'm being stupid. The light needs to go there next to the Leeds flag. There we go. Okay. Rothwell. Tanaka. Ampadu. Nonso. Byram. Ramazani. Come on, Ramazani. Ramazani. Good feet. Rothwell. No one will shoot. I mean, Oxford are just... This is mad. Yeah, Rothwell's been good. Rothwell's been good. Rothwell's been really good. Nonso. Looks central. Oh, Nonso is in the 10. Is Nonso in the 10? I think he is. He is. Okay. Don't mind it. Nonso in the 10. Let's see what he does for 20 minutes. Rothwell. Tanaka. Nonso. Picking up a lot of the ball, isn't he? Nonso. Divots. Okay. $15 minutes, yeah. James. Ball played in. Joseph. Oh. Front post. It's the front post running. I'm telling you. Look, it's that front post run on every single time. Like, look, no, Gunny, you love Joseph. Maybe I do. But look at the front post. See, it's that run. That run which we don't get before. I thought it was a corner. Thought it was a corner. Our midfield is undroppable. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Don't mind it. 5-0 predictions. Keep pushing, lads. Goal difference could prove so important. I agree. Box to box, Ronnie. Don't mind that, mate. Box to box. Ooh. Schmidt's on the pitch. Good to see Schmidt on the pitch. Chris, what I'll say, mate, it's just I know you don't like Farker. I know you don't like Farker. I understand that, mate. But just, I'd say enjoy the wins, mate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We've gone through barren periods in our club's history where we've not got the wins. I'd say just without Farker tonight, it's just before Christmas. I know you don't like him, but I mean, Bamford's gone and got a cup of tea. Bizarre to watch that. But yeah, just enjoy it, man. Honestly. That's what I'd say. What are you watching the game on, Connor? Steve, I'm watching it on a very legal stream, mate. Very, very legal. It could be 20-0. That first half, in my opinion, do you know what? It wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough, but we've been much better this second half, which has been good to see. Oxford taking 400 hours to make substitutes. I think they're just bringing players on now to stem the bleeding. You can tell that as well by the... Oh, man. What do you reckon to the thumbnail, everyone? Just so people know that I haven't got an agenda. Look at that. Brendan on the thumbnail, yeah? You enjoying that? Joseph, touch, Tanaka, Bogle on the overlap. Bogle, who's had a brilliant game. Great ball in. Oh, Ramazani, that's poor, you know. That's poor, you know. Ramazani with a chance to make it 5. He's in acres of space. And you got to do better there. Maybe a bit of rust off the bench. Bogle does so well. Their defender misses it. Oh, he's got to do better. He's got to do better there, Ramazani, by his standards. Should be 5. But yeah, I think we've got to take out of today, everybody, is like, that's what I was saying before in terms of the Christmas period, this festive period, like Burnley and Sheffield United, you know, tough that they're playing each other on Boxing Day. Someone's got to drop points. But Leeds have got to go to Stoke and win. With that opportunity, we've got to go to Stoke and win. If we don't go to Stoke and win, there's a mentality problem for me. There's a serious problem for Leeds away from home. And I'm not listening to any of this bullshit anymore. Oh, well, some games just don't go for you. Well, Burnley and Sheffield United are very good on the road. So I'm not having this absolute crap excuse anymore. Standards have got to be high. We cannot do what we've seen before and play at home and play as well as this and like we did against Luton and like we did against Coventry and then go away from home and shit the bed. Mind my language. We can't do it. We've got to be better. Not shit the bed as such. Maybe that's a bit extreme, but shit the bed in terms of our standards. Oh, get up, man. Oh, Oxford player down. Coventry are getting beat 4-1, mate. It's already over. It's already over. Joe. I missed the mouth with his tea. Oh, comment of the video so far, mate. Comment of the video. Channel name, Fantastically Football. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, I'm thinking about making a general football channel. Box to Box and Fantastically Football are helping. Oh, yeah. Like it. Because some of you don't like coming on the channel and seeing when I do the Sheffield United games every now and again and Burnley games and Sunderland games as well. So I don't want to infiltrate you guys with too much general content. But I do enjoy talking about the other teams, especially when it impacts Leeds as well. Watford have pulled one back. Have they? Have they? They have. Come on, Watford. Come on, Watford. It's 2-1. Right, we're on Burnley watch. We're on Burnley watch. Come on, Watford. I had you to cause a problem today. I had you causing a problem today. Bloody hell. Come on. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, no, Scott. I know, mate. Jason, all football, aren't we? Don't mind it. Don't mind it. I'm on Burnley watch too. Tanaka. MW should be working on Sky. Would be a top presenter, mate. Yeah, I'd 2 apprenticeships actually with Sky, believe it or not, for my broadcast journalism degree. Good ball. Schmidt. Ramazani. Ball in. Headed out. Tanaka. Ampadu. Leeds still on the charge. Ethan Ampadu coming forward. Ampadu drags it across. The One Football Channel. Greetings from Argentina. Greetings, my friend. Greetings. Hello. Gilavoggi coming on. We have very similar changes, don't we? Now, yeah. Normally it's Bamford coming on at this moment in time. Isn't it so weird? Like, you're 4-0 up against Oxford, and isn't it just bizarre how, like, Bamford's just not coming on in this game? It's weird, though, isn't it? Rothwell coming off. King Joe. Let's have a round of applause for Joe Rothwell. What a man. What a midfielder. Dormston, what are you on about there? 3-3, mate. Crossgate Whites, good man, Brandon. Rothwell, man of the match for me. Yeah, he's been good. Borough 3-3. My God. Chaos. Let's have a look at this Burnley game. Have they got Nonso from the corner? Nonso. Dan James. Nonso. Oh, have we not scored, man? I swear to God. Gilavoggi comes over. Does well. Well played. So, yeah, to be fair, Burnley have just outdone Watford on pretty much every stat, to be fair. Second half, yeah, they are. Burnley evidently have deserved to win. But Watford haven't lost in 5, you know. They haven't lost in 5, Watford. They've been pretty decent. So it's a good win for Burnley if they beat Watford. I thought Watford were probably top 2 sides to come to Elland Road. Top 2 sides. Guys, as well, slap a like on the video. It's your Christmas stream as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys supporting the channel is massive. It really, really helps me, especially through this period. So thank you. You've all been great again through the watch on. We've got your instant match reaction coming up as well, of which we'll get through all of your comments as much as we can do. I know you guys enjoy it, so I'll see you then. You'll be redirected here as well, everyone. You don't need to do anything. You'll be redirected straight over to the instant match reaction. Ampadu, Ramazani on the half turn. Gilavoggi. Rodon. Tanaka. Bogle. Ampadu. Tanaka. Ball over. Look for Schmidt. Nodded out. No foul. Gilavoggi, good tackle. Good tackle. Oh, and Leeds. The referee! So, that's brilliant. Gilavoggi makes a good tackle. The Oxford player goes down. They both kind of just stare at the ground. Leeds win it. It's a good tackle from Gilavoggi. The Oxford player holds on to the ball. Just holds on to it. And then Leeds come forward with it. And then the ref just blows. Oh, it's fantastic. The officiating. Someone asked me about VAR. Bloody hell. Would I go for VAR? I 100% would. Gonna get off, mate. Have a great Christmas, mate. Shout out to you, Brandon. Have a good one, mate. I'm sure we'll see you in the comments afterwards. Guys, across all platforms, we've got 1,500 people in the building. 66 likes. Come on. Let's rack those up. Have we got 66 likes? Guys, come on. That's a sin. It's not 66 likes, Lee. It's your laptop. But rack those likes up, everybody. Christmas likes. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel. Leeds win the ball. Mateo Joseph now. Good opportunity. It's a poor ball from Joseph. It's a poor ball. I have to say, James has done well. It's Joseph. That's poor. That's really poor. Should have done better there. Should have done better. It's blowing a gale at Leeds. Gilavoggi, who looks like he's at centre-back now. Ampadu's gone into midfield. Gilavoggi's looked good when he's come on. Massive, isn't he? Looks, he's bigger than Rodon, isn't he? Nonso. The depth we have, man. The depth. Poor ball from Nonso. Poor ball. I'll be honest, the subs haven't been great. Rodon out of position. Scarlett. Don't concede now, Leeds. Well done. Ampadu. We look fit. We look a lot fitter than Oxford. They look knackered. They look absolutely knackered. Blowing a gale in Catterick too. Do you know something about Catterick, Wayne? You know what annoys me? Have you ever noticed that Old Trafford, aka the Swamp, there is a Catterick? Oh, Rodon's limping. Rodon. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, God. Oh, Ramazani should have scored. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit annoyed. Rodon watch. Everybody just watch Rodon. Nah, he's knackered. He's knackered. He's knackered. Is it his hammy? Is it his quad? He's done something. Rodon's done something, guys. I'm trying not to do worst case scenario, but with us and centre backs, it just is worst case scenario all the time, isn't it? Nah, he's knackered, Rodon. Look at his movement. I was going to say something about Catterick, which annoyed me. Look, don't pass him the ball. Nah, he's knackered. Nah, what do you reckon? That doesn't look good, does it? Merry Christmas. Hey, Daz. Thanks so much, too. Yeah, it's either a hammy or a quad. Ampadu, lovely ball. James, first time. Joseph's there to tap it in, man. Joseph's there to tap it in. It's a good run from him as well, but James just hasn't seen him. Just watch Rodon. Watch him. Watch him run. Here he is. Get him off the pitch, I think. Get him off the pitch. He's moving gingerly, isn't he? I think they're telling him to go down. Yeah, go down. Bogle's saying go down. Go down, Joe. Use your brain. Flipping it. Like, because what he's doing now is he's literally running on it and he's moving on it, which means that he's going to be out probably for another 2 weeks if he keeps doing it. He can't move, can he? He can't move. Shit. Wayne's in the building. Shout out to you, Wayne. Thank you so much. Have we used all of our subs? Is that what it is? Fantastic. Well, at least we can get treatment, can't we? McGilligan Soccer Station. Oh, dear. That's just not what we want to see, is it? On a really positive day, I do not want to be seeing Joe Rodon limping. James saved. Yeah, that's the only thing that's annoying me, really. This half should have been about 12-0, by the way. No. Still 2-1 Burnley. I think they might just edge it. Yeah, you're right, Pete. We don't need 11 to beat him. That's a good point. Yeah, he's not moving right. Is he? Is he running off? I can't tell. I can't tell. What do you think, guys? Ampadu. Yeah, I know. Going away to Stoke, though. You want Road on there, don't you? You want Road on there. Lucas says, you see how much we've played through our striker. Yeah, I mean, look, Joseph's not done anything, but look, that doesn't mean anything to a lot of our fans. Look, unless he's scoring 5-6 goals, then he's crap. So Ampadu wins it back. Great tackle from Ampadu. Ramazani now. Yeah, might have to keep an eye on him. Might have to keep an eye on him, eh? Oh, Ampadu with this shocking ball. Come on, Ethan. Bogle does well. Bogle's had a great game. Tanaka. Yeah, hopefully it's just a dead leg. Hopefully it's a dead leg. It might be a dead leg. Bogle. We can't shoot, can we? To say we're 4-0 up, we should be about 12-0 up here. How many shots have we had? Slap a like on the video, guys, if you just got here as well. Thank you so much for all your Christmas spirits. It's been a really good stream. We're going to go into the instant match reaction as well, which is a nice Christmas catalogue with Leeds winning this one 4-0. Hopefully a fifth with a few minutes to go. Keeper. Schmidt. Oxford throw. Yeah, we need to get ourselves in that away conversation, people. Away from home conversation. Yeah, Sunderland 2-1. So this makes the division. So we are, there's no change really, is there, so far? Table. Sheffield top. Leeds second. Burnley third. Sunderland fourth. Yeah, that's kind of just how it is, isn't it? Oh, Leeds, really good opportunity. Ah, James nearly in. Blackburn are playing tomorrow, I think, aren't they? Blackburn. Yeah, Borough, the big loser. I think Borough are done now, aren't they? With the top two shout, I'd say anyway. And we'll get into this in the post match, mate. We'll get into this in the post match. Make sure you're over there, Michael, asking the questions. But yeah, we will be over there. We will be over there. I think we're going to be talking more general as well, because it's a kind of standard win for Leeds, this. But goal difference wise, just having a look now, GD, our goal difference is better than anyone in the top. Oh, yeah, our goal difference is literally the best in the division, I think, by Norwich. Is it by Norwich? No, our goal difference is the best in the division, which is good because it can act as an extra point. So that's good news, at least. Oh, I'd love a last-minute goal, Burnley. Blackburn 0-0. Blackburn playing? Are Blackburn playing? Oh, fair. I didn't know Blackburn were playing. They've got a game in hand then, haven't they? Yeah, they are. It's 0-0. Well, that's good, at least. That's good. Yeah, that's good news, at least. Blackburn dropping off because I think they're a bit dangerous, aren't they? Okay. 4-0. Yeah, it's kind of what we said, I guess. Millwall just scored. Ooh, blooming heck. Well, talk of the devil. Man, get in there, Millwall. Shit. Northern monkeys coming down here thinking they can control the mill. Oh, match ended Sheffield United 2-0. Another clean sheet for them as well. Schmidt, on that left-hand side. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done now, aren't we? Ball played out wide. Schmidt, there's another one in this. I mean, Schmidt, James's left foot. Ooh, it's a good save from the keeper. Good save from the keeper. Well, that's good news, at least with Blackburn. I mean, we kind of separated it anyway, didn't we, with the old top four now, which is, yeah, you feel like it is maybe top four potentially. Burnley are not going to. Come on, Watford, man. Come on, Watford. That's it. Right, guys. Happy Christmas. I'll see you on the watch along, the instant match reaction. Make sure you like before you leave. I'll see you over there. Cheers.